Howdy, y'all. My name is Price, and I'm coming at you with some Astroneer. And you might be like, Price, why are you playing Astroneer? Well, if you can tell by the sound of my voice, I just got back from PAX, and if you follow Rick, you saw his vlog about losing his voice, and mine is in a similar state. Mine's a little bit better off, but I still am not fully back up to 100%, and physically, I am exhausted. So I thought I would just pick up something that I think is kind of soothing and relaxing and that we can take at our own pace. So I figured, why not play a little bit of Astroneer? It's been a while. So let us scoot around. Let's pick one of these characters. I think I like the big guy. I like this guy. Reminds me of like a Big Daddy from Bioshock. So if you're not familiar with Astroneer, this is a game that very much is kind of an exploration game. You go onto planets, you mine resources, you build up bases, and then you explore even more complex planets. All procedurally generated. Very cool stuff. Alrighty. Ooh, we landed right next to a wreck. That's not a bad thing. Alright. Let's tab on out of here. Let's bust out our gun. It's been a bit. Shape the terrain. Yeah, I've got to gather some of this compound. So if my memory serves me correctly, if I... Let's see. Right-click his camera. Is it Control? Alt? Yeah, Alt builds it back up. Left-click digs it back down. You'll see I have low power right now, so I need to get myself something that'll generate some power. So let me get myself a solar panel, a little mini solar panel. I assume a lot of y'all have already seen this game before, but if you haven't, man, is it fun. So I just built myself a tiny little solar panel. Let's get out of my menu. And, oh, gun. And that's going to help me to be able to generate power during the day. Obviously, it's not going to work at night at all, but it's still going to be pretty helpful to allow us to keep doing this for a little bit. So I'm going to gather up this compound, which is one of the many resources that we're going to need a good chunk of. And I think I might just make a second solar panel. Let's just go big or go home. And now what you can see is we have these two little extensions on the top of our backpack, which when I hit Q, you'll see that goes down. That's my backpack. And that's where we can put on our two add-ons. So right now, both of our add-ons are solar power to give us a little bit more energy. But we can put some other things there later on as well if we want to use those. Now, let's look around, explore around here. You'll notice that when I'm next to this thing, I have a tether connected to me, and so that keeps my oxygen, which is this blue bar at the top, and my power, which is this yellow line here in the middle, being charged from this guy. But if I go out beyond this, then suddenly I'm not going to be connected anymore. You're going to notice the blue line's going to start to go down. Now, my power's not because we have such a good amount of solar panel power coming in, but that will be something that we're going to have to work on later. Now, I'm getting resin here. Resin is another one of the important basic materials that we're going to need, specifically for expanding our little base. So that's what we're going to want to work on right away. Once we get a good little base built up, we'll start to explore further out. We can start building vehicles and things. It's going to be great. Let's head on back closer to home, and let's get some oxygen back up, because as you can see, we're already pretty low on energy, or on oxygen. So now, I can extend this base in this direction by using a little bit of resin. And now we've got this additional node thing. How much resin do I have? I've got 3, so I'm actually going to extend this out again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this little line here, this little guy, and that's going to give me another little extension. So now I've got this guy here with 2 little slots that I can extend out from. So I usually like to leave these as kind of like major central nodes to connect from. But then on this one over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it into something that I can actually make into a machine. So let's put some resin up there. I'm just clicking on stuff. When you see an image somewhere, you can click on it. Whoa! Got a little push down the hill there. Now, a research station would be good. Medium printer. Oh, there's different sizes of printers now. Interesting. Okay, well, we're going to want a printer for sure, but that needs copper. So we're going to need a smelter. We have a vehicle bay and a research station. So let's get, I guess we'll get the smelter going up. Let's go ahead and build that. So obviously now we're going to be able to use this guy in conjunction with some power in order to get it to generate for us metal resources. So we're going to have to also find those as well. So let's see. I'm just kind of scoping around, seeing what I can see, because we're probably going to want to find ourselves some more. Well, here's some more resin, so that'll be good. We definitely want to find ourselves some more compound. because I would like to build a bunch more solar panels to be able to generate enough power to get that thing going, because we're going to need those 2 pieces of copper, like I said, to build the... oops. Fell in the hole. Oh, and now we're low on power, and as you can see, because of the time of day, we are not generating a lot of power, right? So let's just head back real quick. Now, one thing I can do that might help us out here in these early moments before we are able to get everything kind of up and running is I might want to explore this thing over here, because usually these abandoned wrecks have some useful resources on them. So let's go over here and see what we can't find at this guy. Can hold shift to run. Should be doing that more often. So let's just look around here. I think if I dig around the edges of it, I might be able to unearth somewhere that's got some resources. Oh yeah, you can see like right down there it looks pretty good. Let's let our power come back up a little bit. Alright, so let's real quick. Oh, we can check this thing real fast. Oxygen's at 50%, so we do want to be careful. Want to get near this thing. There we go. We got some hydrazine fuel and some aluminum. So right now, these things are... Oh, come on. There is a hotkey that you can press. T, E, R, Q. No. Alright, well, I don't know it off the top of my head. I thought it was T, but it's not. Alright, come here. So I'm just going to carry this real quick. And let's run home, because my oxygen's running low. Oh no. Suffocating. This is a problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Connect. Oh, there we go. Woo. Gotta be careful about that. Now, we've got these things that we just found. Aluminum and hydrazine. Is it backspace? What is the... I'm trying to remember what the... It's killing me. Ah, tab! If you're holding something in your hand and you hit tab, then it'll immediately put it in your inventory. That's super useful. Okay, so I'm just leaving these here as, you know, for storage purposes, basically. And let's run back over. We've got power again. And let's continue to dig this thing out, because I'm hoping that we can find some copper or something useful. We got that aluminum, which will be useful eventually. Okay, so far, nothing really wanting to show itself. But eventually we should find something useful in here. Okay. Just waiting on that sun. Come on, sun. Be nice if you could come back. So now there is another thing that we could make. If, let's see, beacon, work light, tethers. Oh, we're going to need research for it. There's a little windmill that you can also make. But we're probably going to have to research that, which means we're going to have to explore for it. So something that I'm going to want to make when we get some more compound. Oh, which I do have enough for. Let's make some tethers. So tethers are a really useful tool here. And we actually don't even have to use anything to do it. We can just press T and pull out a tether. And so here, we're extending our little line out from here. Now, which direction is the thing? It's over here. Okay, cool. So I'm going to build these tethers out. So now we're not going to run out of oxygen as we're moving along here. And so we can do this without worrying. Oh, and look, here's the thing. Oh, it doesn't have anything on it. All right, no problem. So let's unearth this bad boy, and hopefully we will find some useful resources. Man, this thing's big. I don't think I've ever seen something this big. Just look around it, all around the other edges as well. This thing's huge. I wonder if maybe they're on top and I need it to fall over. We'll give this a... Oh, there's some more compound over here. Let's go get all that, because that's going to be really, really helpful for us. Oh, and there's another wreck over here. I'm not going to use tethers for this right now, but we'll definitely get to that in a second. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'm making this a series or if it's just going to be a one-off or anything like that. I'm mostly just playing it because I wanted to. And getting back from PAX, it's like I don't want to jump into any of my series because those things are... they take a little more planning and effort and work, and I'm too tired, man. I straight up, no joke, I slept for 14 hours last night, and it was incredible. But now I feel just like groggy and everything. You know, when you sleep for too long, you feel groggy. That's me today. Ooh, yay, the sun's up. We're getting energy. All right, lots of compound too. Perfect. So That said, I am not in the headspace, I think, to properly play those games. So let's get this extra compound down here. Q. And so the other thing I would like to do is let's make a couple more small solars. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to hook those up to this guy. And now it's going to slowly start to power it. Now, it's not a lot of power, but we're going to have some time before we're actually going to be able to use this anyways. So we might be able to store up enough energy for it to really work out. And from there, I could make another one, but we're going to wait on that. So we're just going to hold on to this extra compound for now. And I've got a little bit of resin. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is extend off this line here again. And I would like to well, let's see. If I can get one more resin, which I think we saw some earlier, I can make another thing here. And what we'll do is we'll turn this one into either the research station or the printer when we get the chance. Now, I want to continue trying to unearth this thing while it's still daytime, because then we'll have all this energy, and hopefully this will be worth it. If not, oh well, we gave it a shot, right? Gosh, this thing's huge! Look how much space it takes up. Okay. Let's see. I wonder if I can go inside of it. That's bonkers. Okay, what about this side? Let's get another tether up. I love just the music and the setting and everything in this, so it's just I find it so relaxing. So maybe this part of it, this saucer shaped part. You still stuck underground? What are you stuck on? Usually, yeah, once you reach a certain point, they interact with the physics. Okay. And now, it's been a long time since I've played this, so I don't know what they've added or changed or anything, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing what's new and what's different in this version of it. I'm kind of shocked that I haven't found anything on here yet. This is the biggest structure in this game I think I've ever come across. Come on. Wow, dude. This thing's huge. What is this thing even? Alright, I'm going to leave it alone for now because this thing looks like it's going to take a whole gosh darn year to do something. Whoa, I didn't even notice there's little... My little gun now has add-on slots. My tool. Huh, interesting. I'll have to figure out what that means too. Maybe it was an upgrade system. Okay, I know that I saw another one of these orb things. The, where the pyramid made of spheres. There it is, over there. So let's get our way over there, and I'll probably try and make a bunch more tethers. So let's grab a couple of these, and we're going to tether our way to a couple of different places. So let's make some more tethers. There we go. And let's make one last set, because we still got some compound left over, so we're good. And then I can push this resin here, and that'll be pretty good. So let's tether our way out this way. And then we're going to check out what this guy's got for us. And then I need to go make my way over to, a mountain somewhere. Because that's where we're going to start to find metal resources and things. Most likely. Oh, wow, this is actually a lot farther out than I thought it was. But here's some more resin. Always be gathering when you can. You don't have a super big inventory. And honestly, what you need to do is once you get yourself a... what do you call it? Once you get yourself a vehicle that can actually store things for you, that's when you're really going to be able to do... Oh, you always got to make sure you get the right distance there. You're going to be able to really take advantage of that. Aha! Cool! We found ourselves a cave entrance, so that's great too. So what I want to do, actually... Let's wind up some of this compound. We're going to build ourselves a beacon. So if I go into my inventory, and we go for a beacon... I can take this beacon and throw it on the ground. And that's going to help us to find this place again in the future. So now that it's got this little symbol on it, I can... Oh, cool. You can click that and you can change the color of it. So I'm going to change this to orange. So orange is going to be my color for like caves and things. So now when I'm running around on the map and stuff like that, when I'm far away, I'll be able to see this little symbol. It's going to help me to find this place again, because there is no like map system or anything like that. So you do have to kind of set up your own system to be able to observe these things. All right, I don't want to gather too much of any one resource, because we want to see what's in here first as well. Oh, we can see we're about to reach the edge of the biome. So this biome over here is going to be completely different. What do we got? More aluminum and some compound. Backpack's full. That's fine. Here's what I can do. Let's use a couple more tethers. Whoops. Here. And... oh, man, look at all that compound and resin. That's incredible. So, we'll do that. And now, yep, because I used up my tethers, I had a little more space. So, let's run on back home. I'm going to use up this resin real quick, just to build a couple more extensions to the base. And then we're going to maybe explore that cave a little bit, hopefully finding some resources. What we really need is some titanium. And actually, there's this glowy yellow stuff over here. We'll mine up a bunch of that. That's basically just extra power. But once we get some, I think, titanium, we can build a battery, and that's going to really help us out. But we're also going to need the research station for that. So let's drop our 2 resin here. And let's get... oh, I'm stuck. There we go. Whew, that was scary. All right, so research station or medium printer. We still can't make the medium printer. So let's go ahead and just make the research station. We've got the compound. We can do it. We can get that set up. And we're going to continue to extend out our base from here. Okay, and another one in this direction. So yeah, you see what I'm doing here? I like to kind of have these things all kind of side by side, so that I can just kind of run back and forth on my different machines. Now, as you see, this guy, he's all powered up because of the solar panels. I don't need to move them here. The power will travel throughout the network on its own. But once the sun comes up, this guy will slowly start to charge. So that's going to help us out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here real quick. We're going to vacuum up all this extra power. Okay, so that's going to kind of give us like essentially a battery. So we're going to use that. And then we're going to run out here and we're going to check out this cave system thing over here. And so if you look up, you see there's my symbol. And that leads me right over to here so I can get back in here. Oh, we're sliding. We are sliding. I kind of love the physics in this game. But let's explore this cave system and hope that we come across some stuff we can smelt. All right, so this blue here, that is oxygen that we can also reuse. And down here below us, this is laterite. That will turn into aluminum. So we're definitely going to want to do... let's tab that real quick. Now we need to make our way down here, and so that's going to require us to kind of, well, get creative. Now let's control. Can I do that? No, it's not control that I want to do. It's alt. So I'm going to do an alt click here. And that's going to create a nice pillar of stuff. Oop. And then what I would like to do is the same thing. We're just going to keep on kind of alt clicking the ground up a little bit. Try and make it flat enough that I can actually like walk on it, you know? So that I'll be able to get back up. But ultimately we can kind of like nerd pull our way back up if we have to. But I just don't want to get stuck down here too badly. So we're jumping down. Ooh, that hurt. But we're good. We got our oxygen. We're hooked up, so we'll always be able to connect to it. So now this is laterite. This is for aluminum. But what we want is copper. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. We also definitely need to figure out a way that we're going to be getting out of here, because there's a couple of things around here that I would like to interact with. Okay. Let me just extend out our little zone here. And let's build ourselves. I think there's a thing we can build. Hold on. Q... work light. Oh, that needs copper. Dang. Thought that might help. So these guys right here, these plants, if you dig out underneath these, you can... oh, guess not on that one. When you dig under plants, sometimes you find research nodes. But honestly, with these ones, I'm not finding them. Interesting. So maybe they changed that. Used to be like every plant you saw, there was a research node underneath it. I see more resources over there. So let's just figure out real quick our escape plan. And one of the best ways is probably going to be if we go something like that. Just gonna Extend that across. And then something along those lines. And we'll make it work when we gotta leave. All right, let's explore this place a little bit. Maybe we can find some research nodes. These things are probably dangerous. Yep, they're shooting poisonous gas. You can see it kind of floating towards me. So you gotta be careful of those. All right, hopefully if I come over this way, maybe we can find some copper. Because it's really what we're looking for. That's like the one resource that we're really needing. We got plenty of aluminum. We found a couple of smelted aluminum already. Anything? Just gonna kind of run around real quick. Searching. Ah, that might be it. Oh, goodness. Just saw it over there behind that corner. So we'll go around maybe this way. And hopefully we can avoid a lot of the dangerous plants. Aha, look, there's a research thing. All right, cool. Ooh, let's be careful. Stay away from the poisonous gas. So now when I dig underneath these things, they do lose their ability to hurt you. Oh, and then there's another research node. Look, see that? It was up in that tree. So we're going to leave these here because we are going to want to try and carry these out with us if we can. Can I pick you up? Are you not fully unearthed? Whoops. Q. Tab. Oh, and that's going to be our last node as well. Can I not pick you up? There we go. All right, so we'll try and take those out with us. But let's go get this, what I believe is copper right here. Okay. Malachite. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. There's 1, 2. Nice. So that's going to be great for us. We'll dig out more if we can. If there's more, I'll take it. Because if I can get like 3, that'll help us. There we go. Yeah. Any more? I'll see a little bit more down here. Out of power. That's fine, because I can do this. That's energy right there. Okay. Come on. There we go. So 4 full chunks of malachite. I think that's a pretty good haul. So let's get our butts out of here, because we can actually start building some really good stuff. Okay. Let's bring these guys nearby. The one problem I have with this zone is it is not... It's a very steep entrance into here, and normally I would like to spend a whole bunch of time trying to give myself a really easy way back out. You know, I would build up a really nicely sloped ramp, but I don't want to spend too much time on that right now, so we're going to just kind of make do. Oh, careful. Okay. Oh, no, I fail. It's a little tricksy. Okay, let's smooth that down. Let's do a little bit of this action. A little bit of this action. And a little bit of this action. Okay, so we're kind of making it a little bit easier to get up here. Now, gotta start doing like the acrobatics. Okay, can I get you to sit up here? Thank you. No, I said thank you. After I say thank you, you have to stay. Okay, now where's the other one? There it is. Okay, cool. Now you can walk with these in your hands. You're no longer able to jump or any of that kind of stuff. But it does work. Can you sit there, please? When I move, will you stay? Please don't both fall. Please don't both... Yep, they're going to both fall. Okay. Now, can I get this all the way up there? And will it stay? Please stay. Got it. All right, cool. So then let's do the same with this one. Come on, can you get up there, please? It's really hard to like line this one up. It does not want to go over there. There we go. That should do it. Okay, so now let us try our best. There we go. Takes a little bit of finesse. Oh, I'm stuck inside. Ugh. Don't fall, you butt. Okay, let's do a little bit of that action. All right, there we go. It's not the prettiest, but it'll do, that little pathway. And so then what I do is I just kind of like grab these things, move them up a little bit, and we'll slowly get them back to our base this way. But now that we have these resources, now that we're going to be able to get our first thing of copper, we should be in a pretty good spot. And we'll be able to actually crack open one of these research modules as well. Because, I mean, basically, we should have enough energy that's stored up during the last day from our little tiny solar panels that we can at least get one of these open. Now, what we're hoping for when we get one of these open is some lithium. Lithium is a little bit tricky to find. You can find it on higher level planets pretty abundantly, but as far as on these lower level planets, these starter planets, you really can't find much lithium other than through research and items. And so hopefully we will find some, because that's how you can make some batteries. Okay, let us... I'm going to wait to research, because first thing first, I want to smelt. I think smelting is going to be the most important thing that we do. So, that in mind, let us put all this malachite out. Okay, and I'm going to actually pick this stuff up so that we have a full open inventory. And let's go to smelt. Okay, and I think we're going to get all 4. Oh, just barely didn't get that. Oh, no, I did get that last one. Cool, perfect. So, we've now got 4 pieces of copper. So, if I take these 2, and if we take this one over here, which we still haven't turned into anything. Ooh, I do need the compound, though. Do I have enough? I do. Oh, I need resin, though. Well, we'll put 1 resin there. Let's go find ourselves another resin. Yeah, we don't have any extra. Too bad. All right, so... let's get ourselves some resin. I believe I saw some. Ah, here we go. And so we'll turn it into a building spot. And then from there, we can turn it into the 3D printer. And now we're going to really be moving. Oh, I'm so excited, y'all. Okay, there we go. So let's turn this into the medium printer. Go. Dun, 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 dun. And now it's got no power, because they never have power right now. Let's get those solar panels moving. And because we've got the power here, let's go ahead and research our very first thing. What are we going to get? Yes! Nice. And that's exactly what I want. The full-size solar panel. The other thing we can do while we're waiting, if I can find some more of that yellow stuff, which might be around here somewhere, I could use that to help quickly power up some of our machines temporarily. Although it's almost daytime, so I think we're going to be fine. There's a bunch of resin over here. And oh, by the way, on these planets, especially when you're in a biome... Hello, nurse. This is a power node, so I can come over here all the time and find power. When you're on the surface and you're looking for research, look up. There's some research nodes right here. There's one right up here. And sometimes they'll be close enough for you to actually grab right out of there. But if not, you can always dig out from underneath the tree, and it'll fall down. And you can kind of do a little timber action. So let's, okay, let's get back home. That one looks like a rocket ship. All right, so they've definitely added new designs and things, which is cool. I haven't seen a lot of these. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. I made it. No worries. So now hopefully the sun's coming up. I think it is. You think you can see it on the horizon starting to come up there. And so what I'm actually gonna do to help us in this journey for us just a little bit of the time, I'm going to take my solar panels and we're going to put those on here as well. So now I'm not going to be charging very much, but once the sun comes up, this sucker should charge relatively quickly. And once we could start printing full-size solar panels, then we're never going to have to worry about power coming from here again. And generally, when we're connected via tethers, we'll be able to even draw power from here, if my memory serves me correctly. Like I said, it's been a while. One thing, I think, yeah, you can actually attach them to these frontal slots as well, which is good because these slots are useless otherwise. Oh, let's do this. Yeah, look at that power. And now watch this. Once this is done powering up, I want you to see something. See that yellow? Now it's transferring power to the rest of the network, so it's powering up the nearest thing. So right now, it's powering up the research station. Pretty cool, huh? All right, that's our open one-seater and our solar panel, and that's it. So let's make our big-time solar panel. Boom. And this is going to be great. And that's another reason why I like leaving these empty nodes in between, because I can fill them with power generators. So there's our big time solar panel. Boom, that sucker is going to get us so much power. Look how quickly that energizes up. And that's only with one of those. So let's get this guy back on here. And let's go see if we can't find some more compound, because if we can get 3 or 4 of those things on here, we're going to be in a good position. I believe we saw more compound out this way. Now, being able to get all this aluminum and everything else, that's going to allow us to build most things. So now it really does come down to, we want to generate power and we want to focus on research, because that research is going to get us unlocks for all of the new structures and the new devices that we can build, and eventually, you know, the vehicle bay and all this stuff, and that's going to just continue to build us up and up and up and up. Oh man, y'all, this game is great. It's a wonderful little game, and I know that we're in this weird place with this game, as often happens with games like this, where it came out, people played it, and then it just sort of kind of disappeared for a little bit. I don't want no organic. Get that out of here. And so I feel like nobody's really playing it very much right now, and I just wanted to check it out again. And I'm sure they'll do another big update at some point, and then people will be interested in it again. But for me, I was like, you know what? I want to play it, so I'm playing it. So I hope that y'all are enjoying getting to see this game again. And if you've never seen it before, I hope you're liking it, because it's a really cool little game. All right, we're getting lots of compound now, y'all. Oh, this is great. We're gonna make so many solar panels. All right, we're almost full on everything, so I just want to double check something real quick. Yeah, that's gonna have to do. I don't want to start generating too much stuff, because if you generate extra, you're just gonna start dropping it on the ground like this, and then you know, that can it can be tricky. It can be tricky to deal with, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it's better to just like leave it in the ground until you're actually going to use it, in my opinion. Some people like to build like giant holes and then just start throwing resources into them, which I get, but also I tend to like to have true storage for the stuff that I use. All right. Oh, this music is great, y'all. Okay. Now, let us build 2 more of these suckers for sure. And then we shouldn't have to worry about power at all during the day. And then once we get a battery, we won't have to worry about it at night either. So there's one right there. Okay, boop, boop. And there we go. And we'll leave these little solar panels on here too. We'll do them like this, so they're not taking up real slots. Grab that. For right now, sure, we can set it there. And let me pick up this stuff. And now you can use these slots here as well, on the side of the little drop pod that we started in. By the way, during dangerous times, there might be storms and stuff. We're on a pretty mild climate planet, so we haven't had any storms. But sometimes you're going to come across storms. You can hit tab, you go into here, and you're protected from the elements. And also, it saves the game. Pretty useful. All right, let's do some research while we still got some daylight hours. Do-do-do. What you got for me? And sometimes these will give you items instead of research. Fuel condensers. We can now make our own fuel. That's pretty useful, especially when we're going to start using vehicles, and especially or specifically for spaceships, trying to get to other planets. Let's keep gathering these things while we can. And so, yeah, like I said before, one of the big things is going to be if we can find ourselves some lithium so that we can make some batteries. Because once we can have some big batteries, then we can have power 24/7 through the night and through the day. So that'll be super useful for us. But while we've got the sunlight, I would like to do as much of this research as we can. Medium battery, and there it is. Let me while we wait. What is that going to cost us? Yeah, 2 lithium. That's what I thought. All right, let's go grab whatever this thing is. Okay, see that research item that we just did? It gave us a sort of some kind of unit. Oh, okay, it gave us copper. It gave us some materials. And so that's going to happen from time to time. Now, let's see. Yeah, see, now we don't have enough energy to run this one. So now we're, again, stuck waiting until morning. So what I would like to do then while we wait, let's get over here and let's start digging at this guy again. Maybe we'll get lucky and find something in here. I'm shocked at how huge this thing is. Alright, no power. That's okay. Now, we did find that one power node over here, right? Yeah. And also these things. Let's move these closer. Because then during the next day cycle, we can research those. Now, the research that you're going to find on the surface is going to be very different than the ones that you find underground. So we are going to, at some point, have to spend a lot of time underground trying to find more research that we can't find up here. So eventually all the research that we find above surface isn't going to yield us anything new. It's just going to be yielding us resources, which isn't a bad thing. Like I said, we can find lithium, and once we can get batteries, that's going to be a big deal for us. But the game does really want you to explore. So that's something we're going to have to do. All right, now that I have all this extra power, I should be able to dig away at this for a good chunk of time. Let's get some more tethers around here, so I'm not so I'm not running out of air depending on where I'm standing. All right, dig, dig, dig. Oh, my goodness, y'all, this is crazy. I mean, what even is this thing? It's ridiculous. Come on. Oh, looks like we're having some sound effects issues. Not a surprise with a game like this. In its early stages. Okay. I feel like I need to, like, dig myself a little ramp to, like, go down there a little bit. And if you want smooth ground, you can hold control to have like a smooth surface. I'll show you. Kind of, it makes like it picks an angle and it flattens to it. So that really helps you to make even ramps and things like that when you want to. So I didn't use it here, but if I wanted to, let's say I wanted the angle of this to be like this. I go like that, see? And it picks that angle and it sticks with it. So it really helps you to build at a steady incline. So you can make ramps and things like that, which, as I've shown you guys before, are very important. All right, just looking at this just to see what's what. It looks to me like we've almost unearthed the whole thing. So I'm just trying to get it to fall, because once it falls, I should be able to find wherever there are resources inside of this thing. If there are resources. There might not be. Let's see. Where are you still connected? Under there? Is that still underground? My goodness. It's so big. Oh, looks like the sun's about to come up. So that's good. What are you connected to, my friend? No power. My goodness. This is like the greatest challenge of my life, trying to get into this thing. Because I'm assuming that somewhere inside of here there is an inventory that I could access and gain a couple of nice valuable resources from it. Like right there, you can kind of see. You can maybe get in there. Maybe when it falls over, it'll break. I don't know. We are low on power. Wow, that thing's big! I think it might be this side that's like the tricksy one. Alright, let's get back down there. Let's dig in every direction. Let's look at it from below, maybe. A different perspective. Nothing there. I honestly don't see it connected to the ground anymore. So I feel like it should be fallen. Unless it's just this little edge right here. Man, that's bizarre. It's bizarre. We'll figure it out at some point. But the sun is up. So let's get back to some work. Okay. Looking at the time, I'll probably keep going for like a little bit longer. I do have some other stuff I need to get to today. I've been having fun doing this though. I'm glad I picked this game. Like I said, I was really wanting the... Oh, still going, that one. Small battery. Oh, cool. So that's the personal battery. So that'll be really useful for us when we eventually get that. So that's a battery that you can actually put on your backpack. So that'll be really useful. Okay, let's research that one. Let's look around up above for more research. Don't think I'm seeing any. Enclosed 1 seat. Okay. So that's good for once you build vehicles. You see how quickly we're regenerating our power here? There's one right up here. There we go. What you got for me? Large storage. Those are really good too. Okay, let's do that. Let's see what it takes to make a large storage. Solar panel, open 1 seat, medium battery, solar panel. Oh, do I not make that here? Maybe there's a different one of these that I need to get to. What did you drop? Power cells. So, I mean, those aren't bad. These are just like, that'll be a little bit of extra energy that we will use at some point. Not bad. You can think of that as like a non-rechargeable battery, I guess, the power cells. You can usually make those, once you have the recipe for it at least, you can make those from compound. Oh, here's some more. I'd like to get done as much research as we can. I should see if I can make the vehicle bay here in a second. We might have the resources for it. And once we do, like I said, we can kind of expand out a little bit. But the fact that I can't seem to make the large storage over there makes me think that the large storage that we actually got the recipe for is the one for vehicles, not the one for personal stuff or for the base. Because there are 2 different ones. Anything? What you got for me? More power cells. Okay, well, like I said, those are energy. And you can see it actually, it used some of those to fill that back up, which is kind of a waste because it's during the day, so I get free power from the sun, but oh well. Let us then, you know what, let's head over to that one. Got a little bit of compound. I can afford making some more tethers. And then we will, maybe I'll look into, oh, let's make some more tethers. Maybe I'll look into making a vehicle bay here in a second. Like I said, it's been a while. Oh, look, there's another thing, research thing. Let's go grab it real quick. Cheese pyramid over here. And you know what? We will, oh, come on. We'll build our tethers out to here, but then I'll go quickly run back and continue to do research while we're still, oh, we've still got some daylight. All right. So yeah, I find oftentimes the easiest way to do this is to like go from a distance, click, move, repeat. It's a little tricky, but it gets the job done. And by tricky, I just mean like time consuming. Okie dokie. Let me get a little bit of sunlight usage. Okay, and lastly you. Okay, so that was free compound. Not as useful for us. Alright, and our power cells have all been used up, basically. It is what it is. So this is another item, then I'm thinking that we're done with surface research, really. Oh, enclosed 3 seat. Okay. So we are not. Alright, let's run over this way and let's check out this wreck. I'm really hoping we find some lithium. It would solve a lot of my problems. Oh, what's that over there? That is, okay, that's an oxygen. Oh. It's time for a windstorm. You could see it actually in the distance, coalescing and coming in our direction. We should be careful. I am going to keep my eye on it. Yeah, that's coming our way. All right, let's get moving. Get back home. Oh, this is bad. Yep, so I can't run anymore. Where's the debris going to be coming from? What I can do if I have to is I can dig myself into a little hole to kind of outlast the storm. All right, here it comes. Oh, oh no! Oh, I'm okay. This is where I saved. Let's get inside. I forgot it's one-hit kills. You can dig yourself just like into a hole. You can build up a wall around you of dirt and whatever, and that'll usually protect you. But luckily, I was along my my line over here, so I can just walk over there and find my body, and it's going to be no big deal. Oh boy, y'all. I would really like to explore that wreck, so hopefully the storm will pass. It does happen from time to time. I'm still shocked that this thing hasn't fallen over. It's now basically just floating. All right. Looking good. Let's head out this way. So now, I kept my solar panels, but all the other resources that I had on my body, they're going to be over here. So, let's access this and grab what we want to keep, which is all of it, and then move on. Oh, there we go. All right. So that's, like I said before, that's one of those hazards that you have to look out for. Is this an actual functional solar panel? No. Sometimes you can find like giant solar panels and things that you can hook up to your system, and they're actually very, very useful. Okay. Aha! You see, so like now that I'm inside here, you can see that there are actually like resources that I can access. There are 2 organics, which are basically useless to me, and there's this. Which for right now is useless, but in the future is actually probably going to be pretty helpful. It'll save me some resources, and it's just a seat for a vehicle. So we'll bring that back with us. Let's also grab, I just saw this out of the corner of my eye, this research node thingy. So let's grab that. Let's bring it home. And we got some more resin, so I should probably grab some of this while we're out here. We can get started on building the next vehicle bay or something like that, and then that's going to be what we're going to call it here, because like I said, I do have some other stuff I need to attend to. But hopefully y'all have enjoyed this quick little look at... I'm going to need one more resin. This quick little look at Astroneer, a game that everyone should play at some point if you haven't already. Many of you probably have. A lot of y'all hopefully enjoy it, and maybe you have seen our series that we did over on the main channel. The game has definitely... been updated. It's definitely, they fixed a lot of the bugs. It's a lot smoother. It's running really well. It's not chopping, so I'm excited that they've definitely made some progress. Let's see what we get from this guy. I'm guessing compound. Small generator. Ooh, cool. So that one is a little generator that we can build. I think it costs copper to make, but it'll definitely, what do you call it? It will... allow us to burn things like, I think, coal, maybe organic, in order to generate a little bit of power as well. All right, let's just go ahead and build this thing here. And let's see, research station, fuel condenser, medium printer, smelter, vehicle bay. So that needs aluminum. I believe we have 2 aluminum. Right? Because didn't we find some? So there's like the one here, and then I have the other one on me. Perfect. So let's go ahead and build this sucker. And it's good to have the vehicle bay not be in line with the rest of these. This way it's a little easier to deal with here. You'll see it gives itself a nice big flat space here. I often find it's useful to kind of flatten out a lot of this space around it to help it to, well, essentially to help your vehicle be able to maneuver. But once this thing gets powered up, hopefully, oh, you can see another planet. Every planet you see in the sky, by the way, you can travel to. Only one I see is that one. But you can travel there once you build yourself a rocket, and that's what this sucker will help us do. Not only can you build little rovers and things, you can build rockets to get to the next place. So I would love it if the sun would come up. There's another planet we could go to. There's another planet we could go to. Oh yeah, love it. Is that another one? There's a lot in the solar system, unless that's the sun. Oh, that's the sun. Alright, so this thing's powered up. Now, we'll quickly look at the kinds of things that we can build. A medium rover. Is that it? All right, that's the only thing we have the research for right now is a medium rover. It costs a bunch of compound. So we're going to have to work at getting that. I think that the way to do that is honestly going to be getting our butt back down into those mines down there, spending a lot of time. It might make sense for me to build ourselves a medium rover just so that we can use it for transportation, so that I can get a bunch of compound, build this thing, put a bunch of storage on the back of it, just drive it over there, and then that way I can grab a bunch of stuff from down inside of the mines and bring it all back at once. So we might do something like that. But with all that, y'all, anyway, thank you all so much for watching Astroneer. I hope you enjoyed checking this out. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to continue this file on the channel. I mean, if y'all are really digging it, then let me know. If not, maybe I'll do it on stream, or who knows. Oh, look, it follows my eyes. Look at that. Oh, look at me. Hello. Yes? No. So let me know if y'all want to see more of this, or, you know, if I have too many series going on the channel or whatever. Yeah, with all that, thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please sure to give this video a like, a favorite, and subscribe to the channel. My name has been Price, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!